Hey everybody, I'm just sitting here in the airport, still waiting on my flight. And you know what? I'm just sitting here thinking how smart, how smart America is, the country. How smart she really is. Let me tell you what she does that makes her a genius. She makes her people assimilate to her, okay? Which means assimilation means you basically turn away from all your culture stuff and you focus on American culture, okay? Which means you focus on American food, you focus on American culture, you focus on American heroes, you focus on American history. Everything is about America, okay? And your culture becomes secondary. American culture is primary and your culture becomes secondary. They do this with school. That's the number one way that America does this, is with the education system. That's why you have to send your kids to school, because the kids have to be assimilated to this culture. And if they don't go to school, they won't be assimilated. So that's why you got to send your kids to school, okay? So this assimilation, let me tell you what it does. It makes you cannot function anyplace else, okay? Because you get used to American service, which is impeccable, okay? It's impeccable when you look around the world. Our customer service is impeccable, okay? No one can touch that. If you look around this world, can't nobody touch America's customer service. Number two, accommodations. What we're used to, how we're used to living, accommodations we're used to having, assimilation. So if you go to another country like I just came from and you don't have those amenities, there's a problem. There's going to be a big problem. Like this house I just stayed at, it had no air conditioner. Even though he told me it did, it had an air conditioner in the bedroom, but it did not have air conditioner throughout that house. So y'all know I ended up spending most of my time in that bedroom because I couldn't function in a house without air conditioning. I could not. Every time I would move, I would break out in a hot sweat. So I couldn't do anything but sit in the house until the sun went down. AC, we cannot function without that. We cannot function without something cooling our air to make it where we can move around without being uncomfortable, okay? That's assimilation. Because as you see where I just came from, they don't have air like that. And they're used to it. And it's hotter there than it is where we live at. And we're not hot all year round. They are. So just think about that. We can't even be hot for a little couple months because our country has taught us that's unacceptable in America. To be hot and not have AC, that's unacceptable in America. So see, that's assimilation. That's an assimilation thought process. Thirdly, the food. Y'all, the food. This is a smart game because you think the white people food is different from our food. But oh no, the white people food is like our food. It's American food. American has different types of food. They got soul food, they got German American food, they got Russian American food, Turkish American food, Italian American food. But if you notice, the American is on the end because they change it to fit the American taste palette. All right, so I'm sitting here in Belgium thinking, okay, I can eat this stuff. It's European people. I should be able to eat this. Y'all, I go over there. I can't eat this. Look, y'all. I took everything off. It was big old pieces of Parmesan. No, what is that? White mozzarella cheese just lumped on there. I said, oh, they must eat cheese like this. Then it was just this this ham that was just, It was, I don't know what it was. I had to take that off and throw it away because I don't eat ham for one. And it was just unbelievable. It was salt. It was just a thing of salt. And I said, wow, the white people here, They don't even cook like our white people. And that's when it hit me. America really, really, really wants to be different. Look at my eyebrows, y'all. I just noticed that. I can't be walking around like that. But look, y'all, seriously, America really wants to be different. She really wants her people to be different. So the way you be different, the way you stand out, because you're an American and that's what America wants, is you learn to assimilate to her culture. You learn what's acceptable, you learn what's not acceptable. You learn how to walk, you learn how to talk, you learn everything that you need to be and need to know to be a proud American. Then you successfully assimilate it to their culture. Yeah, but that assimilation to the culture, y'all, that's just crazy, because every time I leave this country, America, and go to Africa, go to France, go wherever, like I'm in Belgium now, I just realize no matter what country I go to, how American I really am. How American I really am. And you know what, y'all? I like being an American. I like it because we got standards. You know, we got standards. We expect to be treated a certain way. We are different. We're proud of our differences. We don't want to be like nobody else. We want to be us. So when I come to these countries and put my blue passport down, I'll proudly present my passport, because that means I'm different. That's exactly what that means. I'm different, I'm unique, and I stand out. That's what an American is to me.